Everyone, it's Tiffany, designer behind the Purple Maverick, and today I was asked by a customer to do a review on the Lunette Cup. She was interested in cloth pads, but she also wanted to know about her options for internal protection. I told her that I have been using the cup for almost a year at this point, and so she asked if I would be willing to do a video review. So I'm a little bit rusty at videos, but I'll try my best to be thorough. So the cup came in this type of package. On the side it gives care instructions and folds. It gives you instructions on how to insert the cup, how to clean the cup. It also comes with a pouch, but I misplaced my pouch, so I don't have that to show on camera. This is the cup itself. I have the size 2. The size 2 is the larger size, and it's supposedly for women who have had a child, but I do not have any children and I don't have any problems with this one. But just to let you know, there are 2 size options available. Just for scale, this is a post-it note so you can see how large it is. Okay, so now I also want to go into accessories. So I said I lost my pouch. This pouch I bought at Target. I bought several, so I haven't used this one. It was in the clearance section for $1. So this is something that you can easily put your cup in for storage when your cycle has gone away, to use it next month. Because if you don't have something like this, it is very easy to misplace your cup. I have done that several times, and I've heard of other people losing their cup and not being able to find it, or their significant other accidentally threw it away, cats. So it's good to have something to keep it in. At the end of your cycle, what I like to do is to boil the cup. So I just use a coffee mug. I have it marked so that no one would use it for anything else, and plus I put it under my sink so it's not near regular dishes. And I put water in here, and I also put tea tree oil. So this is the type of container that you will see. This is the Now brand, but you want to get a pure essential oil, and most of the time they sell these at Whole Foods or any health food store. And I like to add about 10 drops into the water, and I let it sit for about 5 minutes or so, and then I store it away in the pouch until next cycle. So she also asked me what I do when I'm out. Now, I do not really have heavy cycles, so the Lunette Cup, they say that you can wear it up to 12 hours, and I can. I have no problems with leaking or anything else because my cycle is not that heavy. Now, I do know people who have heavier cycles, and they do have to empty it maybe every 4 hours or even more frequently than that. So I know an option that I have here is, I also got this from Target. It's like a 2-pouch thing. So I use this regularly, but I have a liner in this pouch, and in this pouch I have napkins, and I made these napkins. So if you were using your cup on the go, you could have a backup liner in this pouch, and you could have a spray bottle. And I don't have one because I don't need to do this, but you can have a spray bottle with soap or water. You could spray out the cup, wipe down the cup, and then reinsert it, and you would store anything soiled in your bag. But I know a lot of people who can go the 12 hours, or if not the 12 hours, you can make it to where you're at home. I've never changed a cup in a public bathroom. No, I take that back. I have. I was actually at the airport in Costa Rica when I had to change it in public, but it wasn't a big thing. I had some napkins, I wiped it off, and reinserted it. So, also she asked, well, do I have to use a liner as backup? People call it backup for the cup, just in case it leaks or it fails, or if you just want added security. So there are several different types of liners. It's dependent on your taste, if you want something long or short, round or square. There's several top fabrics, but that's a completely different video. So I'm going to show you a few options. This is a kind of petite liner. So this is very similar to the type of disposable liners you're probably used to seeing. But if you also like more coverage, you can get something that's more of a pad. Those first two, I made those. This is from Mamajewel's Handmade Jems. This is a OBV liner. It's 10 inches. This is by Kristy Kreations. This is a 10-inch cotton top liner from Peace Love Cycle. This is also a liner I made for myself that has more wing coverage and it's round. It has the shape of a disposable liner, but it's longer. So pretty much whatever you need, there is a maker out there who will be willing to make what you need. After I empty out my cup each time, I do rinse it off with antibacterial soap and then reinsert it. I usually only have to insert it before bed and when I wake up. So I don't change it that often because I don't need to. I've never really overflowed. I've worn this with white pants and no undies and I felt fully confident. So I really love this thing. She also asked me what I recommended for teenagers. I know plenty of teenagers or preteens, you know, 11 and 12-year-olds, who use cups and tampons. I know my 12-year-old self, I wouldn't have wanted to use it, but because it's rather large compared to a tampon. So I always say that I feel like anyone who has been sexually active, you might be scared. You think like, oh, this is so big. But I feel like if you have been sexually active, you won't have any problem, you know, inserting this or getting it out. I'm not saying it's easy. It's a learning curve. But as far as it's getting stuck in you and you're not able to get it out, I don't think that's going to happen. So, you know, I personally wouldn't give it to my teenager, but I know plenty of teenagers who use it, so I wouldn't, you know. I think if you're concerned about preserving your hymen or something like that, you might want to steer away from this because it is a little bit more invasive than a tampon. So, how to insert it. There are plenty of folds that you can use, and I will link a video below of a YouTube channel, and she shows all of the folds in great detail. The fold that I like to use the most, I believe it's called the punch down fold. You punch it down like this. So you have a very tiny opening. It's definitely not any bigger than a tampon, in my opinion, the applicator of a tampon. You insert this in. This opens and you push the way up. That's the way I do it. There is also a fold. I'm not exactly sure what this is called. But on days that my cervix is lower, because the position of your cervix can change during your cycle, I like to use this fold. So it's a little wider, but you put it in, it opens, and then you push up. Some people don't let go of it right when it's, you know, just in the right after inserting, but I feel like that's the easiest way to do it. I just like to get it in barely, let it pop open, that way I can, you know, feel as everything open, then I just push it the rest of the way up. And that's the way I found to be most successful for me. But there are several other folds, so I will link that below so that you can watch those videos. There's plenty of resources on how to insert it. So she said, was there anything to be concerned about or tips? The only thing I can really think of is that they aren't for everyone. well, there isn't one cup that fits all. So I would say research before you buy. Definitely check out the channel that I will link below, because there are different cups as far as sizes, materials, softness, diameter, length. So, you know, it depends on if you have had a child, if you are a virgin, just several factors that could, you know, change which cup would be best for you. So I would just say, don't just go out and get this one because this is the one I'm reviewing. There are several cups. This is just one brand of the cup. I've only tried one cup because I was lucky enough that this really worked well for me on the first try. So I haven't bought it again. I haven't bought another cup, I should say. So I will link below a website that you can purchase it, and it will give the price and details. This is in the Celine, so that's the blue color. They come in all different colors. So I think that's it. If you have any other questions, or if you're someone who is well versed in cups, feel free to add any input below in the comments. So I hope I didn't ramble on too long. Like I said, I'm rusty with videos, but I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Bye.